Hey folks, and welcome to Employees Only by Vapewares. I'm Noah.
And I'm Jerry.
Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about many a thing. We're going to give Proby his own little segment. We're going to talk about some juices. We're going to talk about some crazy stuff going on with legislation up in Washington State with proposed e-cigarette taxes. And to get us started, Jerry, I think you have some juice you would like to talk about.
I do. All right, so today I'm going to go over the Archetype blends.
Woo!
Could always talk about unicorn milk again, but I'm pretty sure that everybody's talking
out of
about
stock.
Yeah, we're actually completely out of stock of unicorn milk.
It's gone.
All right, so Archetype Blend is a juice company out of Connecticut, right? It's Connecticut. I'm pretty sure it's Connecticut. That's where our vendor that we get it from got it. They've got a bunch of different flavors. You have Ellen's Melons. You have Hand Grenade. Benny's Brew. And I'm going to go over the flavor profiles, just giving you names first. Afternoon Delight, Strangeland, Pippin, Humble Kiwi, Pinup, Legend, and Lola. So, different fruity flavors, different cinnamon-based flavors, really good dripping juices and tank juices at the same time. With every juice, it actually fluctuates with the VGPG. So Afternoon Delight is a 50-50 blend, and it is a dessert flavor. It's got butterscotch, caramel, really good, well-rounded flavor. Then we have Benny's Brew, which is the vanilla custard, cinnamon, everything like that. I'm not even gonna look at the menu. I don't want to do that. I want to give you guys what I.
We're gonna give you the good stuff. The stuff
so
in the brain.
Strangeland, one of my favorite ones.
Strawberry marshmallow.
Strawberry mango marshmallow.
Strawberry and mango and marshmallow all combined.
It's phenomenal.
And you know what? For those vapors who have been around for a little while, you know that this that's coming out of my mouth is the truth. Mango is the hardest juice. I speak the truth. Mango is one of the hardest juices to make. Everyone wants mango. Mango is really hard to do. Archetype did it well.
They did very well. We were very lucky to land this juice line. It's done very well in our shop. I mean, we couldn't keep it on our shelves for weeks.
And then
had to
unicorn
keep
milk.
Yeah, and then unicorn milk and everything came along. But it's still doing very well because we do have those people that are looking for something that is creamy but it has a good kick to it and everything like that. Pippin. Apple pie. 2 words. Awesome pie. It's phenomenal. It's awesome pie.
We do have a better pie, but I mean, that's a good pie.
It is a good pie. Then we have Humble Kiwi. Humble Kiwi is a really good one. It's in the name. Humble Kiwi. It has humility, and that's what we all could use.
What are you saying, Jerry?
Kiwis are humble.
I think you just called me anything but a kiwi. He brought up a kiwi. It happened. That's impressive.
Pinup. Excuse me. Light fruit blend with apricot and pear.
Wait a minute. Pause. Apricot?
Apricot.
No. You live in the South, Jerry. It's apricot.
Tomato, whatever.
Potato, except everyone says potato.
I mean, honestly, if someone said potato to me, I'd probably...
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Sir, where are you from?
The North. We call soda pop. Pop. Cola.
Cherry pop cola.
Cherry pop cola. I don't know why we made the Northern or Southern, but other than that...
Where y'all from?
The North.
So
it's cold.
Those are a couple of my favorites. What's another one? Oh, Legend.
Lola.
Hazelnut tobacco.
Oh, so good.
Very interesting concept, mixing the way that people mix the tobaccos with different fruity flavors, and then you have like the cinnamons, and you have the hazelnut and the tobacco. They go really, really well together. They fit perfect, and I enjoy it in a tank more than I do dripping it because it's a 50-50 blend. So really good out of the Atlantis, probably even better out of the sub-tank.
The sub-tank.
Huge sub-tank fan.
Atlantis fan.
I love it. It's good stuff.
Team Atlantis.
Team Ganger. Period.
Team Kanger.
Team Kanger. Speaking of Kanger, all right. So what we have here, Vaporware has the replacement coils for the sub tank.
What?
What?
We have the replacement coils. The OCCs, as they call them. And what does that stand for, Jay?
OCC, organic cotton coil.
What?
Yep.
That's exciting. That's super exciting. And how much are those coils, Jared?
Well, for a 5-pack, I'm glad you asked. It would be $19.99, and for a single, it would be $4.
That's wonderful.
It is. It's
that's the same price.
It's reasonable.
Yeah, that's the exact same price.
It's reasonable.
Yeah.
It's just like the whole $5 for a sticker, $20 for a t-shirt, $25. Hey.
Jerry's not really good at making combos seem more appealing, but we digress. There we go. That's the word we were looking for.
That's what you were trying to do.
Did it? Stutter. Don't stutter.
Don't stutter.
It's a good song.
I believe that you have a little something to talk about.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Jerry.
No idea.
Not even a little bit. This is not something that I have any words about. But if I were to just, come up with some words, that would be Sigelli 50 watt, folks. What? Single 18650. Typical Sigelli dark display. I don't know why. That's not. Oh, there we go. Typical Sigelli display. Let's see if I can get that in range, away from. You know what? Yeah, give me a shadow. Give me a shadow to work with. There we go. There we go, folks. Typical Sigelli display. You got your wattage, you got your voltage, and your ohm readout, plus your battery indicator. Single 18650. This is what sets this apart from other box mods as of right now. There are two types of box mods as of right now. Those that you open with screws, and those that you pop off with magnets. This is the best of both worlds. You see the screw, flip, just boom. No, not a switchblade. Stab. That is an MXJO in there, and they are stupendous, guys.
Phenomenal.
One of my all-time favorite batteries right now.
Definitely.
And you said something yesterday. Ring, ring.
Banana phone.
Hello. Boom. You've been transported to the future. Hi, this is Noah with Employees Only. And as you heard moments ago, for you anyway, the phone did ring, and Jerry went away. What we were talking about is the Sigelli 50 watt, which I can kind of handle myself. You see the curved design on the front? That's really beautiful, really good looking. It's a good feeling box. As anyone who's watched my videos on any of the other box mods knows, I hate corners, I hate edges, but they've rounded them off. They feel really good. And you do have a micro USB for Jerry.
Yes.
Question.
Answer.
Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you.
This charge port right here, is that a charge port?
It is. And I've always been a big skeptic about whether you should do the pass-through charging with an 18650 battery in there. I'm sure it would work, but I really prefer the external chargers. External chargers are a better way for you to measure the amperage that you're actually charging your battery at. You have the 0.5, the 1, or the 2. I don't ever use the 2. I use 0.5, 1 if I'm like 4 batteries dead, and I got 1 left, and then
You need some juice.
I need some juice.
Some electricity.
Yeah, not literally juice.
Because juice is the other thing. Juicy.
I need juice.
You have a problem.
That's all I have left for unicorn.
Guys, if you can find me a unicorn milk support group, I will get Jerry in there.
Or a unicorn.
No one can find
unicorn.
They aren't real,
need
Jerry.
You'll say that.
They're not real. Alright, but the Sigelli 50 watt, it does go up to 50 watts. Typical Sigelli display. You have your up, your down, your clicky top button for your power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will lock your device. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will turn it back on. And what I just did there was I turned it off, and now we're gonna turn it back on.
So does it lock? Is there a?
It shuts down, shuts on.
Okay.
Well, not
okay.
Nothing shuts on. It turns on.
Shuts on.
Shuts off. Turns on.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just curious.
Do we have a price point on this box mod?
We do. $119.
$119.
It's not bad.
It's not terrible.
No, it's not bad at all.
No.
And it also we'll do a Noah what's in the box.
What's in the box, guys?
What's in the box?
We can review.
We can. All right. This cool phone piece. Now
Woohoo!
this okay. So let me talk about this phone piece for a second. It's made from really dense foam.
Now, is that a clone or is that authentic?
I think this is authentic foam.
Okay.
Okay, we digress. All right, so
We digress.
comes with the 90-day warranty from Sigelli because they want you to love it and vape it.
do.
Then it comes with the. Did I say that right? Yeah, vape it, love it. Same thing. So I just completely blanked out for some reason. Okay, so
instruction manual.
Yes, thank you. Goodness gracious. All right, comes with an instruction manual. When we first got it yesterday, I went through the entire instruction manual. You can do. I'm not trying to cut you off on you telling details. You can do down to 0.2 all the way up to 3 ohms. So that's a cool thing.
True.
I couldn't run mine on that though.
Is this a charging cord or an upgrade cord? That is the question.
Well, USB, so I'm sure it could do both.
But here's the thing. The Sigelli 100 watt does not charge via USB. Shall we discover something together? I think we shall. What we're going to do right now, folks, is I have a power strip down here. And we are going to find out right now if it charges via USB. The cord, Jerry.
Then later on, we're going to see if it'll blend.
Will it blend?
Will it blend?
That is the question.
It'll blend, but we're not going to blend it.
We're not going to blend it because blending it is a terrible idea. And I don't know where that man gets all his money to put into that ridiculous blender. Here we go. The truth revealed. Upside down.
Will set you free.
It will set you free. That is correct. And Jerry, I believe that we are charging. Do you see the red dot?
I do. Show the people. Show the people the red dot.
Red.
Dot. Okay.
We do charge via USB, which is
Still
kind
skeptical about that though.
See, I'm not though, because I've owned box mods that have batteries in there that you charge via USB. The SX Mini is one of those because it's such a pain to get.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my one thing though.
Okay.
Typically, if I was going to charge it via USB, that would be because it would be a painstaking process to get the battery out. However, that's easy. Why do I don't need to charge USB. I just need to see? Easy.
That's the sound of charging.
That is the sound of charging and me moving batteries from the charger into a mod.
Bam.
There we go.
How we doing?
Moving forward, what else do we have to talk about?
Let's talk about the stuff in Washington.
Let's.
What's going on with that?
Let's actually preface that with something that happened earlier this week. I think it was Tuesday when the GSA.
Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday. So there is a startup.
Ooh, sorry to cut you off. Authentic foam, free. What? Serialized foam.
What's that serial number? You lied to the people.
Can't read it.
You lied to the people.
It's there.
Lied to you. I will not lie. Moving forward, Monday or Tuesday, we can't determine which. I myself met with the Georgia Smoke-Free Association people. That's a little startup going on to start a really intense advocacy group to defend smokeless tobacco. In other words, tobacco harm reduction. In other words, vaping. So, moving forward, I was waiting for Jerry to say something, but he didn't. Do you want to say something?
No.
Okay, moving forward, GSFA stands for Georgia Smoke-Free Association. It's started up by Bill Funderbunk. They are taking the exact plan that Tennessee Smoke-Free Association did and just running with that. Don't reinvent the wheel, they said. I have been appointed Atlanta kind of representative, so we'll be doing that, a lot of stuff with that. And Vapewares was the first to sign up with Georgia Smoke-Free Association, and by doing that, we will get a ton of news, information, and how to fight back against state legislation and federal legislation as it comes up. Now, that being said, one of the first things we found out was CASA, who is another federal organization that does a lot of advocacy for tobacco harm reduction.
CASA!
CASA, he says. They actually, if I can find it, which of course I can't, because that would just be too easy, wouldn't it, Jerry? Way too easy.
Way too easy.
There's this thing called the iPhone, and on the iPhone you have tabs. Boom, here we go. This comes from KFOR.com. That is a news station out in Washington State. And the subtitle reads, Washington governor proposes 95% tax on vapor products.
What can I
Reaction.
Let's see.
You can do 24, 18,
95%.
12.
That's
Let's do
okay. So that's doubling the price.
Double.
So is this like a?
I'm right with you, man.
Yeah, man. Bye, Kirby.
Is this like a syntax?
See,
Or
we're gonna read the article and we're gonna find out more about this. But
Okay.
According to a reporter in Washington, he said this: as thousands of smokers across the country are trying to kick the habit for the new year, and that number is minuscule compared to what's really going on.
What's really going on?
Many are turning to electronic cigarettes.
What? Really?
Totes.
Moving forward, however, Washington Governor Jay Inslee says those electronic smokers should help fill the gap in the state budget. Reaction? You want me to keep moving?
No, I want you to say that again. Say.
However, Washington Governor Jay Inslee says those electronic smokers should help fill the gap in the state budget. Now, here's my thing. If there's a gap, where's that gap coming from? I think it's coming
deeper
from the
than
lack
that.
of smokers.
Probably.
And there is something going on in Washington that has nothing to do with vaping, which we are not openly going to discuss, depending on where we are. However, you all know what I'm talking about, and that is also causing issues within their budget.
Okay. My only thing is if they're going to do that to vaping, are they going to do that to cigarettes?
It already exists within cigarettes.
Okay, so they've already got it. It's already at 95%.
Well, not 95%. I don't know. We could look at it. He wants to impose a 95% tax on any and all vapor products. The tax hike was one of the several that the governor outlined in his budget plan, which he announced on Thursday. Instantly, the proposal was met with criticism from the American Vaping Association, also known as AVA. They do really great things. Quote, a 95% tax would do a few things. Kim Thompson, who owns the Vaporium, told King magazine. One, it would demonize a product, make it look as though it was as bad as smoking. The other thing is that it would make vaping and traditional cigarettes more similar in pricing. It would give us less incentive to smokers to say, hey, give this a try. It would completely take away the incentive, because one of the big sellers, even though it is below, hey, you're about to save your own life, one of the big incentives is budget. How much money do people save when they switch to vaping?
Tons.
Yeah.
Well, that's debatable.
That's debatable because there's
It's
three
debatable.
forks in the road. That's what I tell customers. There's three forks in the road. Hello, bro. Hello. Say hello to the people. There are three forks in the road when it comes to vaping. We all start at the same point. We all want to quit smoking. There are three forks in the road. I'm going to quit doing this and quit everything together at one time and be done, which a lot of people do successfully, and that's
Yeah.
great. That's perfect for them. The straight fork is to go keep on vaping, but never do anything with it. Just use your same setup, the same coils, the same juice over and over and over again to stay off cigarettes. And that's also fine. That's a great thing.
For sure.
The third fork is where you and I kind of have gone off on our own little path. You can take this, turn it into a hobby/career, and spend thousands and thousands of dollars.
I haven't spent thousands.
You've been vaping for 3 months, Jerry. 4 months. I'm sorry. 4. I'm sorry. I got you. 4 months. 4 months. I've spent lots of money on vaping. I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, it's one of those things. Passionate people.
It's
spend
our
their
hobby.
money.
It's our
Yeah,
hobby.
It really is.
So with those three forks in the road, it's going to take some of that incentive away from people that are going to save money from vaping, because think about it. We our basic starter kit, the email, $58.50 before tax.
Right.
That's everything they need, and that gets them vaping at least for 2 weeks. Say they're a pack-a-day smoker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It pays for itself in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's $70.
It's done, and then they have their hardware. They keep that, and then everything they buy from then on out is either upgrades, coils, or juice.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, you're still saving money because you're not spending that money on cigarettes anymore.
Right.
She says it would drive customers back to traditional tobacco cigarettes. Quote, taxing small businesses out of business is bad business. What? Give it to Washington for making awesome quotes. However, Representative Reuven Carlisle, who proposed a similar vapor tax that was not approved, supports the governor's proposal. Quote, last year we introduced legislation to bring vaping up to the regular level of other similar products such as snuff and other things. I love how politicians will just shove things into one word or one phrase. Other things. Does that seem descriptive enough to you to make a 95% sales tax on vaping?
No.
No.
Residual durable.
Moving forward, that's just me nitpicking. He said this is just a fairness issue. No one is looking to single out vaping. We're just looking to bring it to the same level of taxation of other similar products.
You have a good day, bud.
I'm
Come
sorry.
back and see us.
There is no similar product to electronic cigarettes.
I'd like to
There
try this
isn't.
Blackberry
Tobacco
Boulet,
is a piece of
buddy
paper
recommends
with
this
tobacco
Jefferson.
leaves crushed up into it that are laced with chemicals that you light on fire. Do we do any of that?
No.
No. We take a battery that heats up a coil that heats up liquid that is laced with nicotine that turns into a vapor. Does that sound anything similar to what I just described with smoking?
Or you
Nicotine.
were just gonna hold
Well,
on to that.
nicotine.
That's about it.
But nicotine is one part of a giant puzzle when it comes to tobacco.
Agreed.
Moving forward, and we'll get through this and then we'll talk some more about it.
Yeah.
Snuff and some cigars are already taxed at 95% under Washington's current tobacco product tax. Thompson says there is an obvious difference. There's zero tobacco in my product, she said. Zero tobacco. We do not promote tobacco. We do not promote smoking or anything that has cancer-causing ingredients. Carlisle disagrees. It is really very important to keep in mind that this is a product that has an active ingredient of nicotine that is addictive.
What kind of cigarettes?
I'm going to retort that real quickly. This is something I say to customers. This is something I taught you to say to customers. Nicotine is addictive. It is a stimulant, but it is found naturally, not only in tobacco where it's found in its highest concentration, but it is found naturally in tomatoes, eggplants, cauliflower. And you want to know what? Nicotine, when taken away from smoking tobacco with all the tar, the chemicals, and the smoke, is less harmful to your body than a cup of coffee.
What up, Starbucks?
What up, Starbucks? They hate vaping, by the way. They hate it with a burning passion. You would think the
Because I
hipsters
think
would be
that those
cool.
two would go really well together. You
Except
put
they
a
don't.
Starbucks inside a vape shop, or vice versa.
Hi, Kelly.
Shake that.
We're filming employees only. What's that?
Huh?
We're filming employees only.
Awesome.
So
Is that a...
it's our Sunday show.
It's our Sunday show.
Sunday show.
Moving forward.
Moving forward. What was our other?
We were discussing the
Does that taste more like your cigarettes?
the American Vaping Association
Yeah.
says that there
Do you
are
wanna-
only
I
two
like
states
Jefferson.
that
I
tax
like
vapor
Jefferson.
products, and they only tax
Do you?
products
Yeah.
that contain nicotine. So I'm guessing within those two states
So
that have
you're
already taxed it.
peppermint. You like the peppermint
Additionally, from typical sales tax, they
Like,
only
it's
tax
something different,
juice.
I guess. Yeah.
You can't tax hardware.
Okay, so what about zero nicotine
So
juice?
then how about...
That's a good question. Here's my question. We in the state of Georgia passed a bill last April of 2014, that did two things. Two amazing things. Number one, it set the bar.
Get some
It
clothes.
said that no one under the age of 18 is allowed to purchase vapor products. That's the second thing they did. They gave us our
Smurf
own
there and
realm,
Gator
our own legislation. Vapor
Those are
products.
two of our high-end
Any
flavors.
electronic cigarette, cigar, anything that uses a battery to heat up a
You see
liquid
that part that you unscrewed right there?
and vape it
That's the coil. That's actually
within
what
our
goes inside the tank.
within our industry was considered
And
a
I'll show
vapor
you when,
product.
when
So
we get you when we get
within
you all
state
checked out and
law,
everything, I'm gonna set you up.
we
so
are
you can walk out of
qualified
your
as a
building.
vapor product. So they cannot tax it with tobacco. They cannot throw it in with tobacco because it is a separate product according to state law. We're going to take a quick break and we'll come back when Jerry gets back.
Welcome back, friends.
Hey guys.
All right, so had to take a little break, take care of our loyal
Business.
customers.
The
Business. All right, so what I'm gonna go over is the Colonial Cod line that actually is the Colonial Cod line originated out of this head right there. So there's three flavors. You have Washington, Jefferson, and Franklin. Franklin is a key lime custard. Jefferson is a peppermint bark tobacco, and Washington is a apple fritter with Bavarian cream. Okay, so with that being said, as far as the flavor profiles, Washington is a really good warm vape. The warmer it is, the better it tastes. Jefferson, I call it my night vape because I like to have the tobacco-esque flavors before night. And then Franklin is the key lime custard. I think it tastes best out of a Kang or something. I do. Or an Atlantis. For the people that are fans of Atlantis. So,
Team Atlantis.
yeah, really, really good quality juice. It really is. I'm not just saying that because he's sitting next to me. I mean that. When I first tried Jefferson, I was actually blown away because I never thought that I would want to drip a tobacco-esque flavor.
It took me 3 days to get him to try it.
It did. Because it's just one of those things that you kind of think about and you're like, I don't know whether I really like that or not, but it's definitely a great vape. It was a good choice. And I actually mixed unicorn milk and Jefferson one night.
You fiend.
The world exploded, but it was good. This is actually filmed in the past. The world explodes.
What? How can we predict that?
We can't. All right. What else? What else are we gonna? Are we
We're
gonna?
going to have battery safety with Proby.
Oh yeah,
But that will be
Proby's gonna do some battery safety.
yes.
So
But
that'll
while
be a
we
short break,
have the
but-
floor, there is one more thing I would like to talk about.
Okay. What do you got?
We'll figure it out though. So let me ask you guys, what do you want to see? And then we will read from the future or the past into your minds, grab it, and tell you what you want to hear. And it's coming in now. They want to hear about Trinity Reserve. They want to hear your opinions on Trinity Reserve.
Okay, Trinity Reserve is a flavor by Lazarus.
Where is
it's
Lazarus
from
located?
the. I'm not really.
I think it's Texas.
Texas. Okay,
Texas.
It's a Texas-based company. The Trinity Reserve is from the. It's the not the Valley. The Seven Wonders of the World. They have two. They have the. Goodness gracious, the Valley of the Kings. I said it and I forgot it. And then you have the Seven Wonders of the World. Really good. It's a.
Cognac,
Trinity
right?
is cognac, and it's buttermilk with a. It's a cognac with a creamy-esque flavor.
It's really just happy in a
Um,
bottle.
It's really good. It is a super solid flavor. Another one of the ones from Lazarus that I like is Cleopatra. Cleopatra is really good. Really good. It's a pink champagne, which is phenomenal.
Oh yes.
There's also two other flavors that completely I didn't forget, but didn't know whether I should wait until next week or whether I wanted to do it now. And those two flavors are from Bulldog Vapor.
Where's Bulldog Vapor?
Well, he's currently in Georgia somewhere,
Georgia.
driving around probably.
Where are you, Wesley?
Okay, so Crimson Tears, raspberry lemonade. Love the name, love the vape. It's a great flavor, phenomenal. It's got the right amount of sweetness, right amount of tartness. Was that Sugar Bear?
No, that's Washington.
Did you see that? I just breathed that out. Okay, so then
Awkward. I was blowing Jefferson because he said Crimson Tears
Luster.
is a good name.
Crimson Tears.
Roll Tide, roll. Roll Tide.
Lustered is a kiwi custard that is diacetyl free, which is awesome. It's a good vape. Again, I preach the warmth. I love the warm vape. I love the way that the flavor tastes on a warm vape because that's just how I like it.
He likes it warm, y'all.
I do.
Warm.
I do. Warm vape.
Tasty.
Warm vape.
I'm in.
But
Damn scale.
those two are really good, and we can't keep Crimson Tears on our shelf.
That's because
It's phenomenal.
yes.
It's a great vape. Still haven't tried it out of any of the tanks yet. I haven't tried any of the Atlantis.
We don't just have Atlantis and some sub-tanks
I know.
lying around.
I wish we did though. You hear that?
But for anyone curious, what do we have in stock now?
As far as
Everything. I think we just got a big shipment of Nautilus Minis. We, as far as I know, are the first to receive in mass quantities the organic cotton coils by Kenger for the sub-tank. We do have the Atlantis is back in stock. The sub-tank's back in stock. We got the Sigeli 50 watts. Anything else fun come in? Please ignore the live studio audience.
what else do we get? We got some of the Aspire Maxi tanks that are really good.
Wonderful.
They're good.
That's
Hold,
all we use on the taster bar now.
Is it 3?
2.5.
It's 2.5. 2.5 mils of juice. And it's a great tank. Great
EVOD
tank.
killer. EVOD killer.
I will say that. It could. But the EVOD has the color and people.
They have the color too.
All right, so these are the tanks that we're referring to. right here.
If the EVOD were to pick a fight at a bar with the Maxi would kick it. Just kick it.
Shazam.
Shazam.
Bam. This is actually how we let the customers sample our flavors. It's through these, and we actually give them a removable tip, or they can use their own tip.
It's very pro.
It's cool. Except
pro.
lots of people don't necessarily like to give us our tips back.
And they
So
take our tips.
There's a reward
If
for
you
any
can-
tip returned. You save a life.
Any tip that you return to us will be rewarded with a silicone top piece. You shall receive a silicone top piece for any tip.
2 silicone top pieces.
Will we give them
We'll double their order.
We will double it
for no extra charge.
$19.99. 14 payments of $19.99, folks. If you can
These
bring
are
us back
tips.
this tip.
Tips.
We want that tip back. We want them all back.
Very similar. Lots of brothers and sisters.
And they were kidnapped.
Another thing.
Whoa.
This is exciting. I know.
Whoa.
The
Whoa.
things that come into this head.
Wait, tell me.
The brain.
Tell me. What?
Vape bands.
Vape bands! Oh my
Vaporware is
gosh.
just getting customized vape bands. It's right now. It's still in the works. We're gonna try to do glow in the dark. We're gonna try to do tie dye. It's still, like I said, it's in the works.
I'm taking over.
This is the works.
I'm taking over. Okay, so I went to World Vapor Expo earlier, last year in the middle of the summer.
Did you?
I did.
Was it a brisk summer?
It was a warm summer. I
warm
was in
summer?
Miami, dude. It was hot.
Oh, yeah, it was hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of Cubans. Moving forward. Anyway, Owl, also known as Andrew K from Vape Band, who actually owns Vape Band Incorporated, is a big vapor, and he loves to go to all the shows. I actually met him in Miami, and for anyone who's in the Copper Legion, you know Tucker James. Tucker is the Beast Vapor. Myself, Tucker the Beast Vapor, who's a big Copper guy, Copper by Scott Tua,
Right.
and then Andrew from Vape Band. We all got stuck in an elevator. For
Really?
3 hours.
Really? How was
3 hours? Okay, so we're in a dirty small hotel. The elevator only went up 4 floors, and then there was a basement level that we didn't know about. And so the elevator stops halfway up between 1 and 2. We try to get the doors open, it's stuck. We called management. Management says the fire department's on their way. Fire department never shows up because it's Miami and they don't do much. Past that, Andrew thinks it's a great idea to undo the emergency thing that we had put on, and then the elevator starts moving again. Here's the problem, though. It moved below the levels that were listed on the elevator and opened up into a dark cavern. I kid you not, a stone cavern with bars on all of the walls. And here's the issue. We all get out, trying to see if there's a way out, right? So we can go back around the hotel, go up the stairs. Here's the issue. Bars on all the windows. You want to know why? Do you know what they have in Miami hotels? Almost all of them. They call them tide rooms.
What is that?
A tide room is a room that is made to look like a basement that is sunk under, where the tide flows in during high tide. So we start hearing water. So we move back up the stairs into the elevator, which is now working. We get back up. Here's the issue, though. We get about halfway up, and it breaks again. We're stuck there for another about hour and a half. Finally,
Great elevator.
Finally, Owl just goes full Hulk. This is Vape Band guy we're talking about, and just rips the doors open, and we slid through. It was awesome. There's a video on Facebook. Look up Fat Vapor Escapes Elevator in Miami. It's there.
The link will be below.
Not
We
even
will-
kidding.
That's.
It's the greatest story that has ever happened to me within my
Wow,
vaping
I've never heard.
experience.
You never told me that. That's.
I
that's
keep that one because it's a
That's
good
a that's a
one.
gem.
It
That's
is a gem. It is
It's
a
a gem
gem.
of a story.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything cool. I've never been trapped in any caverns or anything crazy like that.
Dude, it was a tide room. Do you know what those do? They fill
Yeah.
up with water.
And then,
Post a link in the description.
We will. We will try and find it.
yeah, that link will be in the description.
I'll have to text Owl, see if he still has it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so. Oh golly, I mean, just there's stuff that just keeps popping in my head.
I know. We really need Proby to film his part, so how about we take a break? We'll let Proby film battery safety, Proby, and then we'll call it.
Awesome.
I think so.
Good to go.
Hello and welcome back to the very first time that we're ever going to do this segment, and hopefully we'll find little nitpicky things for you to do every week, and then we'll have a Proby segment every week. So this is battery safety with Proby, also
up,
known
guys?
as David.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My name is David. Everyone calls me Proby. Basically, what we wanted to go over today was just battery safety, mod safety, things like that. We do not take it lightly when someone comes in here saying that they want a mod. Obviously, we have to look at them and assess whether they're responsible enough to own a mechanical mod or not. Because battery safety is actually a very, very important aspect of vaping. It can be very dangerous if you're not knowledgeable on the process of your batteries.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And especially with some of the stuff that's happened in the last year, like
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you found this in your research, but there was an event called Vape Blast, which was appropriately named.
Yeah, and we have it.
Um,
We have it in the magazine. We have pictures
yeah.
of it.
There was an event in Texas last summer called Vape Blast, where a mod did explode because someone was running super sub ohm with stacked batteries, and it's just not a smart way to vape. Now I know you're probably all thinking, well, Jennifer, who works for you guys, runs a stacked mod. Yes, but she understands battery safety to a T, and she builds her coils appropriately.
Yes.
So what kind of battery safety are we talking today?
When you're looking into buying mechanical mods, what you always want to look for is you always want to look for a good copper that has a good locking mechanism. That way your mechanical mod does not fire.
A good mod with a locking mechanism.
Yeah, a good mod with a locking mechanism. That way, so that your mod does not auto fire, because if it auto fires in your pocket or something like that, you don't know about it. One, you could get severely burned.
True.
Two, if your battery begins to vent and there's not good ventilation for that expanding gas in the battery, your mod could explode and essentially become a pipe bomb.
Correct. Only a few cases of this ever happening.
Yes,
but you do have to remember.
It is possible, and it is very, very dangerous. We don't want anyone getting killed or maimed.
Hey, there's Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. But we always do recommend that you do as much research as you possibly can before ever considering going to a mechanical mod. And it's not just mechanical mods. Box mods can be dangerous as well.
But with box mods, with the regulation, there's
Yes.
always going to be a little more safety.
Exactly. There always is more safety with box mods because they are regulated. You know, if it auto fires, there's a 10 to 15 second draw time.
Yeah, auto
for,
clock out
for the mod. However, when it comes to batteries, you always want to inspect your batteries before you use them, especially, you know, if you use them a lot, charging them all the time, you know, using them in your mods. You always want to look them over, make sure there's no cracks or, you know, scratches in the plastic covering.
Also, a sign of aging with it, especially these dark spots around your battery.
Yes, that too. And you also always want to check the tops, the caps, to make sure there's no black fluids or black mush coming out of the top of them. If there is mush coming out the top of your battery or the bottom of your battery, sorry about that. Just to clarify, you do not want to toss it outside and leave it outside or throw it in your garbage can. What you want to do is you want to toss it outside, let it vent, let it air out, and then what you want to do is dispose of it properly by taking it to a recycling center or putting it into a plastic bag and taking it to any auto store or any place that carries car batteries or like a Batteries Plus or something like that, so they can dispose of it properly.
Definitely stuff like that.
Yes, it is very, very legal.
Keep rolling.
Got it. It is definitely very legal to just throw a battery away. So I covered, we covered, mod safety. We covered the regulation on box mods. We covered inspecting your batteries and making sure that they always look sufficient. Also, when charging, if you have a charging dock that shows how much voltage is in your battery, once it drops below about 3.8, 3.7, it's about time to get a new battery. There still will be some battery life in it. But once the battery life begins to drain, you want to go ahead and get a new battery because you don't want that battery venting anymore. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I've had a lot of fun. Proby, signing off, I guess.
Hey guys, actually Jerry, I saw that. You can go ahead. You can go
I'm
ahead.
gonna jump the gun. Thank you guys again for watching. Always a pleasure filming videos for you guys. Thank you for the input. Comment below, share, like,
Subscribe.
We'll make sure that we post those links that we talked about the crazy cavernness that he was talking about, and then some of the different legislative stuff that we were talking about.
Yep. I will post up all the information for Georgia Smoke Free Association. We will post up that link to the stuff that's going on in Washington. Also, with any of the juices that we covered today, you can come in and see us, and everything is on the sample bar. We do appreciate you watching. We saw that the First Employees Only video did get over 100 views within a week. 100! Don't leave me hanging. And Proby, good job. Battery safety with Proby, and
Yeah,
of course,
always make sure you're being safe.
amen.
We don't want to hear any bad stories.
And Proby is just a giant ball of clay that will be molded into something beautiful by the end. We're very excited to see his evolution through the vaping. And that's pretty much it. If everybody wants to, go ahead and take a group vape, we're going to do it in 3, 2. And that, folks, is all she wrote.
Surprise, folks, that's not all she wrote. I just want to kind of get into your heads a little bit. I know this episode was kind of choppy, kind of clunky. Sundays are becoming more and more busy, which is making it harder to do any kind of videos, let alone a full-on podcast where we're just supposed to be discussing things, and it's hard to discuss when members of the discussion sort of disappear to go help customers. Here would be my question to you. Jerry and I might consider doing it throughout the week, just putting pieces together and then doing it at the end of the week. However, we don't know what you want to hear. The first employees only video got over 100 views in a week, which is pretty great numbers considering it's a completely unknown entity, considering it started last week. My question to you is, what do you want us to research, talk about, bring into the shop? Just put it down in the comments below. Subscribe to our YouTube, like this video. Please share it on Facebook. If you're looking at this on Facebook, then you can go ahead and share that anyway. Like, comment, just share, because we love to share. And why, Proby? Why do we love to share?
Because sharing is caring.
And that is all she wrote.